Anxiety is the quest to unite opposing forces. You pull this way, you pull that way, you're trying to unite the two, and you feel anxious. I'm not anxious right now whatsoever. Why? Because I'm focusing on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Which brings us to our second principle, if you will. So we have the rain barrel, we have one thing at a time. When you practice the art of doing one thing at a time, which is virtually unknown in contemporary society where everybody is here and here and all over the place, you practice the art of doing one thing at a time, the clock slows down. Now, for a while, like the first week or two, it doesn't feel good doing one thing at a time because you've been multitasking for so long that you actually feel anxious when you slow down to do one thing at a time. But that passes, just like when you give up junk food for a week or so, a week or two, you don't feel right because your body got addicted to the junk food. Once you give it up and you're eating good stuff, then you can't go back to junk food. That'll kill you. That'll give you indigestion and heartburn like you won't believe. So there is a cold turkey period you have to go through when you decide to start doing one thing at a time. But the cold turkey period passes quickly. And then you begin to realize you are your best self when you do one thing at a time. Now, right now, you are the only audience in the world, as far as I'm concerned. I'm serious. This is it. This is a singularity in the universe. This is the only time we will ever meet exactly as we are now. Everybody here, even if we plan to do this again in 1 year and everybody agreed, and we're going to give everybody money if they show up, it would change. Somebody would not be here, somebody would have moved, somebody would transfer to Europe, somebody would have retired. Hopefully nobody died, but it would all be different. A singularity in the universe. So not only are you the only audience in the world for me, I don't know if there's an ALI outside of these doors in the rest of the building. I don't know if there's a Chestnut Street or Walnut Street. I don't know if there's a Philadelphia. I don't know if there's a Pennsylvania outside. I don't know if there's a USA. I don't know if there's a globe. This room is it. Kind of like the Twilight Zone. This is it. There's nothing else out there. A singularity, one thing at a time. So I'm going to give this session my gut level best. Right now, right here. This is the only time in which I can take action. I can recall the past, I can anticipate the future, but in terms of doing what I'm doing, this is it. This is my only opportunity to deliver this session right now with this group at this time. When you practice the art of doing one thing at a time, no matter what level of information and communication is raining down on you, you get to do your best work. And you already know this in many ways. Sometimes the tasks facing you are tiny. 5 minutes here, 3 minutes here, 4 minutes here, 6 minutes there, 10 minutes there, 3 minutes there. But they add up collectively. They begin to loom larger in your mind. And because you can't get to them, and you're all over the place, psychologically, all of them double and triple in intensity in terms of your consciousness. Whereas if you just sat down and said, okay, I'm going to knock out this first one. It's going to take me 5 minutes. I'm going to give it my full time and attention. And I'm going to be done. I'm still going to have a boatload of others, but I'm tackling this one now. You know what? When you finish that, you feel good, and a lot of times you have the incentive to go on to the next.